back everybody, it's Firemace here, and yeah, we're continuing our little series of surviving March. In between the recordings I did do a couple of things. I moved water uh, extractor over here instead of over there so that it's in range of this drone. I also finished the terraforming to get these areas flat around here. This still needs to be done, and we will get into it because I feel like the domes are going to move this way. But yeah, for today I would like to focus on getting some more resource extraction going. So there's two buildings that I would like to look at and get them going. I've started prepping for them already. So we have a drone hub over here. One of the bonuses that I get from my faction is a breakthrough called what's this called? Autonomous hubs, which means that my drone hubs require no power anymore or maintenance, so they're self-sustainable, which is really awesome. So I have a drone hub down over there. It is still in reach of the resource center over here. I did it specifically like that for a reason. I know that there's a massive overlap between these two over here, but I figured I could move this one at the later stage as well, and I will get into that still. But for now, what I want to look at is I want to start getting metals extracted so that we can actually make money from this one, and obviously have more metal for building out of this one. We are getting a lot of metal from the surface alone, but we are going to run out of those resources eventually. Concrete's doing well. This thing's extracting concrete. I did amplify it as well. We'll make sure that it's on high priority. It's extracting the concrete. It's doing well. For now, water is doing alright. We're extracting enough water to make fuel. Obviously, we're not storing any of this water or anything like that. That is something that we still need to look into. But I still have all the required resources to look after this as well, and it's not producing as much water as it can produce. So that is still alright. I did set my dozers to start making a ramp down to this valley over here. There's some research and stuff being unlocked. Then there's some anomalies that can be analyzed, etc, etc. So they're making a ramp. I've collected all of the, well, most of the resources that I possibly can collect from the surface. There's a little bit here left still. Send this guy, and it will also bring it in this direction over here. But from a surface perspective over here, we've basically collected all of the materials. We're going to start running out of them eventually, so I figured it is time to start getting our extractors up and running. So this is a automated metal extractor. It is a modded building, I know. Obviously I don't have any colonists on Mars yet, and I would like to be as ready as possible for the colonists to arrive. This is just going to be easier to do. It does require a lot more power. So this is a metal extractor. You'll see there it consumes 5 power. This one consumes double the amount of power to do. It is also almost triple the maintenance cost. It also costs a lot more. So yes, it is a automated, oh, I'm comparing the wrong two. Automated metal extractor. So it consumes the same amount of power. It does cost a lot more to build though. Did I build the right thing here? Yes. It does cost a lot more to build, and the base production will be the same at least. It just doesn't require workers, so it's more resources to maintain it, but you don't require any workers. The same for these two. This one is double the consumption, actually, power consumption, but the base production at least is the same. So I'm gonna plop these two down. and get them built. They will have to be connected to power, so we will sort that out as well. How many of these drone buildings do I have? That's a good question. Let's just slow down time quickly. I have one currently. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it over here. We will have to salvage the power cable that's running up there though. For now, I will place this drone up right there. Oh, cancel. Drone hub. I want to get it exactly right coverage range, so we will place that drone hub right there. And I don't know, I can build them. Alright, so if I want to do the same thing in this direction over here, we can have this one sitting right. Oh wait. This. Alright. So then we'll have one drone hub over here. And then we're going to do the exact same thing this way. We are going to have one drone hub right there. Alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the priority for these drone hubs high. Get them up and running, and then I'm going to disable this drone hub over here. Alright, let's fast forward time again, so that the drone hubs can get built. Oh, that's taking a while. Get done. We have them on high priority. There we go, construction in progress, which means that this one can then be salvaged. We're not going to need that specific drone up anymore, so this guy can move out of the way a little bit, and then we can have one of these universal depots fit right in there. Alright, sweet.
Research complete.
Okay, so the research is going on. We did unlock two. We'll queue that up. So we did unlock two breakthroughs over there. Alright, so from a power's perspective, these things are going to need power if they are to function. So we'll start by pulling the cable out direction over here. This one, I wonder, I haven't tested this yet, but I wonder if I can do that. I wonder if that will connect the power correctly. I actually have no idea. Over here, obviously I'm going to have a problem because I'm running into that thing. But I want to see if this will work.
Sector scanned.
I mean, this cannot break down, it has no maintenance cost, so it can only be destroyed. And we will keep them super high priority as well, just because, well, just because if it works. Right, so there's something wrong here. It's working. And amplify it as well. Alright, sweet, so that little trick works. I must say I really like the fact that that works. And so we'll take this over in this direction over here till we reach this thing. And then once again this will be amplified on high as well. And then that will start to collect resources. I think we can finish the grid by doing this. It's going to kill my OCD, but what are you going to do about it? Right on the other side. Goes up. There, and then out to there. There we go. Alright, so that means we have base metal production up and running, we have concrete production up and running, we have fuel production up and running. We are running extremely low on polymer, so basically on all our resources we have a problem. I think what we'll do is we'll go get a cargo rocket and we'll bring down more of these resources for us. So that we can continue function. Wow. Right, so we will exchange that one for that one, and then we'll launch this baby and get some more resources down on Mars. So power production during the day is good. I think power at night is going to be a problem, but for now during the day power is not a problem. We have 160 power during the day. The drone load over here is heavy, that's fine. It's because they're building a ramp, so I don't really, not too concerned about that. But yeah, we're producing a lot of power during the day, but during night we're using a lot of power as well. Then we're running off of batteries. So we are going to start running those guys flat. I think what we should do is we should start looking at getting more of these guys up and running. Eventually we'll have the nuclear ones, which obviously will function a lot better. But we'll place 8 more of those to be charged during the day. Because we are, like I said, we're producing a lot of power. The Martian trail. Just approve the new expand our Martian operations. The endless stream of scientific data flowing in from the red planet is too much to be handled, even by our largest scientific organizations alone. The top brass of our sponsor have just made the decision to sell the scientific data to third parties by setting up remote transmission facilities on Mars. You have discovered the new special project, Contract Exploration Access. It can be completed multiple times to gain funding. Alright, cool. That's nice. So we have some special projects. The 100 fuel 30 polymer, and it will give you 750 million. Are you insane, guys? That's rough. This one's not too bad, but you need 7 crew members to do it. Over here, 3 officers, 7 drones, and it will give us a new technology. I think when the rocket comes, we have a rocket that's on its way. I think that's when we'll do that. We don't want trade routes, we don't care about trade. So these guys are amplified, they're running, I am producing that. Obviously when the rocket comes I'll be able to sell that resource as well, which will make me some more money. So for now everything is running smoothly. These power banks are charging very slowly, but they are charging. I am running extremely low on polymer though. So that is a problem. That's the only resource that we are super low on is polymer. But the rocket is on its way. It will deliver polymer to us, so that is good. We obviously still need to complete all of this, but I mean that will come with time. The very next thing that I want to build is I want to build one water source resource and never have to worry about water again. So that is going to be my next objective. I'm going to land the rocket in this area right here. And let's get the resources out and then build the water station and get water up and running. I really want to get water up and running. Destroyed drones by landing on them. Oh, but they're being repaired. Alright, sweet. That is good. So this rocket will now be unloaded. Once
Sector
it's unloaded, I think what I want to do is I want to do this. It will give me one new technology. That sounds good. We will send an expedition over there. This rocket is called the Perseverance 1. Perseverance 1. Language, English. It's hard sometimes. Alright. So with that guy here now, we can start focusing on what I want. Go into here. I want to build this. This is a mod. So technically I suppose you can consider it to be cheating. I don't. I don't want to struggle with water at all, so I'm going to place this guy right here like this. I'm going to, in fact, just have it right there. We'll do this. Even move it down so that it connects over there. Alright, so we're gonna build this thing. It's very expensive, 250 metal, 50 polymer, 25 electronics and 50 of the concrete. But I think what I will do is I will right now order another cargo rocket that is going to bring me mostly polymer. Give me 100 polymer and then we'll divide the rest up between these two. Alright, just so that we know we're going to drain a lot of these resources. We have the next ones upcoming. We're going to give this a very high priority as well. And then we're going to complete the grid that runs around this one as well. Start with power cable. And that will run all there. The space that's left in between here will be used for water tanks to store water. But this produces 500 water every day, so you'll never have to worry about any other water ever again. It's brilliant. As soon as that boy's up and running, we can basically disable this. Salvage all of the parts of that as well. So that is good. The problem is I think this uses a lot of power, which is something I did not actually think about just now. How much power are you going to consume? So it consumes 40 power to produce 450 water. Power is going to be a problem. Lucky for us, we still have some metal left, even though most of it will go into there. But I think we should start looking at building more solar panels. bad boys down like this. Yeah. Alright, so other rocket has arrived. It's landed right above that one. I'll pick this grid up. And then finish building our solar panels. Alright, so we added 2 sets of solar. This rocket brought a lot more polymer for us, which is good. We're going to need more polymer. I think we can get more of these guys down as well now.
Sector scanned.
Go. These solar panels should charge these up fully, and that should then ensure that we have very little problems in the evenings. This thing, storage space is full. Well, that is a serious problem. Have I researched automated storage? Let's see, research is running. That is automated storage over there. Let's outsource some more. It's going to cost us a lot of money, but that's fine. We're down a lot of money. We need to start getting money in. Well, this guy is being refueled. It's also being unloaded. This guy is waiting for the last bits of metal to come in. Alright, so that rocket's off on its expedition. These buildings are functioning, everything seems to be functioning properly. Storage is obviously a problem, but I'm going to start sorting that out just now. What I want to do is I want to build we'll keep it like that for now. This area over here is going to be dedicated to storage once we have the research done. That's why I did outsource some.
Analyzed.
And let's prioritize this guy to get him out of here. I need 6 more rare metals and then 1 fuel.
There's more to the barren environs of the...
Okay, so we did, and oh, there we go. This is what we really want. We will definitely be researching that next. So we got the drone, not drone, what's this? The shuttle hubs in the queue for research. And after that, life becomes a lot easier to deal with. The water source is up and running. So it is producing a lot of water. Which means that this guy is back from its expedition. But yeah, which means this can be salvaged, and then this salvage tool can be used to salvage the piping and power. The RC can be waste rock storage, and another RC. Oh well, the other stuff will be done by the drones. Alright. So that's good. Storage is a serious problem, but I have storage in queue. Automated storage is being researched. Then we can really look at upgrading our storage. I need to get these rockets back to Earth as well. This one's still being unloaded. This one is being loaded up to be exported as well. But now with the water plant up and running, water becomes a non-issue for us.
Resources are low.
So we're using 106 minus 106 power at night, which is rough for us. But we should be alright running off of the batteries. Unfortunately that bit's not gonna work like that.
Research complete. Sector scanned.
I've been wondering what the hell I did here. Finally figured it out. Why it looked so weird. Let's get the pipes fixed as well. Alright, sweet. So that's what that looks like. Both rockets are ready to go. This one's fully loaded. This will bring us in some nice cash. This one, I think we'll wait for this one to be fully loaded as well so that we can get proper cash from it. Alright, so we're running low on metal. Problem. But we are producing 27 metal every day, so we should catch up eventually. The problem obviously is we need metal to finish these solar panels, although the batteries are fully charged, all of them. And we are not depleting them at night, so we have enough excess power to get us through the night. So we have a sector scanned. There's some metal down there. We can use the RCs to start collecting surface metal as soon as the ramp is done. Have more research complete, new panel, low storage, 4 buildings not working. Once again, we are running into serious storage problems, that is why. I did build concrete storage as well, so we have a lot of concrete, but the problem is we no longer have anywhere to store them. Drone heavy loads, that's fine.
Resources are low.
This guy, 21 out of 30, we are getting there, almost ready to go. Get some more cash, and like I said, I want to use this area for the storage, or as the storage area. So we'll get that going as soon as possible. Get that going as soon as possible. 22 out of 30. It is being loaded, it's taking a while. From a research perspective, automated storage is halfway done. We'll just speed up time, get the storage, sort storage out, and yeah, that'll be it.
Resources are low.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I want to get you out of here. I want to get you out of here.
Funding received.
$25 out of 30. We got $750 million for our other rocket that went back. That's the reason why I'm
Resources
really
are
waiting
low.
for this one to fill up. Metal is still an issue. It will be until we finally finish, well, the ramp and the solar panel. I really want to get this ramp done. Some anomalies down there that I want to go and check out. But overall, it's not too bad. We are running sort of smoothly. Except obviously for our very low metal situation at the moment. But we're getting there, we're getting there. Slowly but surely we are getting there. We are producing a lot of power during the day already. 714. A lot of excess power that can be stored for
Sector
the
scanned.
PM areas. This guy, one more rare metal, just one. All we need one more rare metal.
Research
There we go.
complete.
So whatever, get out of here. That needs to be repaired for 10 electronics. Let's get it going, let's get it going, let's get it going. The research did complete as well. So we are ready to get the storage set up. Something that we've really been waiting for. Here we go. This guy's ready to go rock and roll this time. There we go. Alright. Slow down time a little bit. Go into storage. And then let's look at... Do we want specialized storage? I suppose we really do. We'll have one metal. Concrete. Rare metals. Polymer. Electronics. Machine parts. Fuel. It will be seeds. Along with that, going to build stake. Stakes have been made. My apologies. Stakes have been made. So this one was metal, this one was concrete, that was food. The rare metals was the last one that we did. These things need to be connected to power. That's the mistake I made. I didn't leave a space open for the power connection. Alright. From a storage perspective, like I said, rare metals was the last one, so polymer then fits in there. Electronics. Machined parts. Fuel. Just not put in there. Alright. Space open. Seed. Some of these big depots as well. One. Right, that should take care of all the storage that we will probably ever need. Get the power set up for them. Well, that one will connect to that. Run all the way connected as well. So that should take care of all our storage needs. We shouldn't need anything more than that. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please remember, drop a thumbs up. If you're new and you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe. It really helps my channel out a lot. And then yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Surviving Mars. Cheers.